For the queen and her palate moved the broth that she concocted from the level of mere food to a high art. On this particular day, for this particular banquet, cook had outdone herself. The soup was a masterwork, a delicate mingling of chicken, watercress, and garlic. Roscuro, as he surfaced from the bottom of the queen's capacious bowl, could not help taking a few appreciative sips.
Lovely.
He said, distracted for a moment from the misery of his existence.
Delightful.
Shouted the pea.
It is a rat! I told you that it was a rat. He was hanging from the chandelier. Now he's in all soup.
The musicians stopped playing their guitars. The jugglers stopped juggling. The noble people stopped eating. The queen looked at Roscuro. Roscuro looked at the queen. Reader, in the spirit of honesty, I must utter a difficult and unsavory truth. Rats are not beautiful creatures. They're not even cute. They are really rather nasty beasts, particularly if one happens to appear in your bowl of soup with pieces of watercress clinging to his whiskers. There was a long moment of silence, and then Roscuro said to the queen...
I beg your pardon?
In response, the queen flung her spoon in the air and made an incredible noise. A noise that was not worthy of a queen, a noise somewhere between the neigh of a horse and the squeal of a pig, a noise that sounded like that. And then she said, Queen, you're not quite dead yet.
There's a rat in my soup.
The queen was really a simple soul, and always her whole life had done nothing except state the overly obvious. She died as she lived. There is a rat in my soup were her last words she uttered. She clutched her chest and fell over backward. Her royal chair hit the floor with a thump, and the banquet hall exploded. Spoons were dropped, chairs were flung back. All the king's men ran to try to rescue the queen. Roscuro climbed out of the bowl of soup. He felt that under the circumstances it'd be best if he left. As he crawled across the tablecloth, he remembered the words of the prisoner in the dungeon, his regret that he did not look back at his daughter as he left her. And so Roscuro turned. He looked back, and he saw that the princess was glaring at him. I'm zooming in, princess, on your evil glare. Go back to the dungeon, was what the look she gave him said. Go back into the darkness where you belong. This look, reader, broke Roscuro's heart. If the rat had not looked over his shoulder, perhaps his heart would not be broken, and it's possible then that I would not have a story to tell. But reader, he did look. Roscuro hurried from the banquet hall.
A rat.
He said. He put a paw over his heart.
I'm a rat, and there is no light for rats. There will be no light for me.
The king's men were still bent over the queen. The king was still shouting,
Save her! Save her!
and the queen was still dead, of course, when Roscuro encountered the queen's royal soup spoon lying on the floor.
I will have something beautiful. I'm a rat, but I will have something beautiful. I will have a crown of my own.
He picked up the spoon. He put it on his head.
Yes, I will have something beautiful, and I will have revenge. Both things, somehow.
There are hearts, reader, that never mend again once they're broken. Or if they do mend, they heal themselves in a crooked and lopsided way, as if sewn together by a careless craftsman. Such was the fate of Chiaroscuro. His heart was broken. Picking up the spoon and placing it on his head, speaking of revenge, these things helped him to put his heart together again. But it was, alas, put together wrong.
Where's the rat?
Shouted the king.
Find the rat.
If you want me,
Muttered Roscuro as he left the banquet hall.
I will be in the dungeon in the darkness.
Dun, dun, dun!